Welcome on in for today's NFL Pick Video Play, heading into action for Week 3, Thursday night, September 19, 2019, talking about this AFC battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Going to give our lean on where we see the better value on the over-under. A really low total here at just 39 points, but not a big shocker to see a lower total in a matchup between these two squads, because if we take a look at the Titans and Jaguars, if we're looking back to last season, these groups were very weak in terms of their offensive production, but strong on the defensive side of the ball. So the Jacksonville Jaguars were 31st in the NFL last year in scoring, and the Titans ranked 27th in that respective category. But then we take a look at their defensive units. The Titans were third. The Jaguars were fourth in all of the NFL in total team defense. So this has the ingredients to potentially be a lower scoring game. Now, if we flip over, take a look to 2019. The Titans, they opened up with a really commanding 43-13 victory over the Cleveland Browns, but getting back more so to their roots in Week 2 on their home field against the Indianapolis Colts, losing that one by a couple of points, a final of 17-19. So the total in their game last week hitting 38 points, so just a notch below the total that we're getting for this matchup. Then we take a look at what we've seen from the 2019 Jacksonville Jaguars. They are 0-2. Their Week 1 matchup came up at home against a very high-scoring opponent, the Kansas City Chiefs. And the Jaguars matched that tempo a bit, but still came up well short, losing that one by a final of 26-40. And then also in their last outing, taking more of a step back into what we've generally seen more from the Jaguars over the last couple of years. Defensive-oriented contest, but the Jaguars still falling short in that one, which came on the road against the Texans by a final of 12-13. So the total in that one only hitting 25 points. When you have two squads going against each other that play a similar brand of football, not going to be a surprise to likely see this one slower, methodical pace and leaning on the defensive games, maybe not having quite as much in the way of high total play numbers, and that can also potentially factor in to a lower scoring contest. So both the Titans and the Jaguars, given the brand of football they like to play and the fact that this is a Thursday night game where the teams don't have quite as much time to prepare, also the players aren't able to fully recover from what they did in the week prior and Sunday's game, as opposed to the guys that can wait a whole week until they go into their next game and have a bit more in terms of refilling their tank and being ready to go. These Thursday night games can be a little bit sloppy, and also teams just not going quite as hard or as fast because the players are still a bit sore and banged up from what they did just a few days prior. So with all that being the case, we feel like this has the ingredients, again, to be a very low-scoring game. So we're going to go inside with the under, even though the total is very low at just 39 points. We're still feeling like the better value here is going to be on the underside, and that's where we're going to go in this one, under 39 points. If you agree, give the video a thumbs up. Disagree, give it a thumbs down. Check out all of our NFL picks for this week's action over at stumpthespread.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hope to see you guys back here for tomorrow's video.